What in the butt? Find out what it's about coming up.
The world is an insane asylum, and the inmates are in charge.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Inverted Reality TV. I am your host, T.L. Swope. And today I've got another doozy for you. This one here comes from Breitbart News. And the title is Harvard hosts annual sex workshop entitled What in the Butt? You can't make this stuff up, folks. Look at the bouteilles there on display there as a visual aid, if you will. And it goes on. It starts out rather. While students demanded that a lecture from scholar Charles Murray be canceled in September, Harvard University hosted a workshop on anal sex this week. As part of Harvard University's Sex Week, the Ivy League institution hosted an annual sex workshop entitled What in the Butt? Anal 101. The workshop taught students how to put things in their butt, according to a report from the College Fix. As with most proceedings at Harvard, the anal sex workshop placed great emphasis on equality. Oh, I'm sure they did. After the presenter noted that not all men have penises. Not all women have vaginas. Oh my. She argued that the butthole is the great sexual equalizer. All humans have a butthole. Isn't that just wonderful? She claimed that anal sex is especially stimulating for men because the prostate is next to the rectum. To illustrate anal sex, she used sex toys, which she handed out to the students in attendance. At the end of the workshop, there was reportedly a box of free toys and pamphlets amazingly funded by Planned Parenthood for the students to take home, of course. Now, folks, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. I mean, Harvard, the great bastion of higher learning, if you will. Higher learning. This is what your children are being taught. You can imagine if it's happening at an Ivy League university like this, what's going on in your community colleges and the lower echelon institutions of, quote, higher, end quote, learning. Let's see what these people here are paying for this wonderful education of how to stick things up their bouteilles. Here we go here. Harvard annual tuition. Please use the calculator to estimate the net cost of attendance. The total cost of 2016 to 2017 cost of attending Harvard College without financial aid is $43,280 for tuition and $63,025 for tuition, room, board, and fees combined. Interesting. Very interesting. So you see, you have a situation where people are spending $43,000 to $63,000 to send their children to this institution of higher learning, if you will, to learn how to stick sex toys and other foreign objects up their anus. Folks, you cannot make this stuff up. I mean, in the article, they went, let's just go back to this for a second. It's amazing. She said that here's a woman here, and she's the one promoting anal sex with men. She claimed that anal sex is especially stimulating for men because the prostate is next to the rectum. To illustrate anal sex, she used sex toys, which she handed out to the students in attendance. Folks, what are they doing? I mean, you would think that they would be learning some type of skill or some type of knowledge where they could go and be an astrophysicist or something, really outstanding. But instead, they're being taught how to stick sex toys up their rectums, up their anuses. You cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. And men, on top of it, what are they promoting homosexuality with it? No doubt. This is insane. I always say it, but it goes, I mean, there's no other word I could hardly use other than insanity. And people are paying this kind of money to send their kids to have their minds perverted and twisted, and maybe even get themselves physically damaged by sticking foreign objects up their booties. Now, I've said all I'm going to say on this subject because it is just, it's really sickening if you ask me. But I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Do you think I'm being too hard on the Harvard? You think I'm being too hard on the students? You think I maybe need to lighten up and get me a toy and explore the uttermost regions of, I dare not say? Or do you agree with me? Do you think that this is just ridiculous? That these people are messing these young people up, screwing their minds up? I mean, please let me know what you think on this one here, because this here, and they're promoting it. And I mean, the students are lobbying and demanding it, wanting to have it. What type of society are we living in today? What have we created? There is no doubt, whether you believe it or not, we are living in an inverted reality. And some people don't realize it. That's the sad part about it. But let me know what you think. Comment, rate, and share, please. Share this video. Pass it along. And by the way, as a note, my live stream, live from the lounge, is changing. The time now is going to be on Mondays at 6 p.m., running about from 6 to 8 Central Time. So you may want to make a note of that. But anyhow, that's all I have for now. And like I always like to say, remember, my friends, always speak freely.